Alright, let's begin. It was a busy weekend. It was a wild weekend of sports. College football kicked off. The Premier League finished its final week before the international break. Some signings. But it was the fight. Dubbed the what? The fight of the century? The new fight of the century? And in 3 years there'll be another fight of the century. But it was an alright fight. It was well worth the wait. It wasn't no Mike Tyson beat down in 30 seconds. Floyd dragged it out to about 10 rounds? Minute into the 10th round. Finished it. By then, Conor had nothing. Like, you know, the first 2 rounds, anybody who had money on Floyd just starting to say, like, you know, this isn't really the Floyd of old. He's not moving around. He's not dancing. He's not using that shoulder roll as much as usual. Conor might have a little bit more tricks in the bag. And to Conor's credit, he didn't try anything stupid. He didn't try anything fucking stupid. Nothing weird. He was pretty much in a pure fucking boxing stance most of the time. He was switching it up between orthodox and unorthodox just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But even me, I was wondering after those first 2 rounds, I was like, oh, what the fuck has Floyd really been doing? Has he really been just sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing? Which we found out that he actually was sitting around doing a whole hell of a lot of nothing. He said he didn't spar. He said he didn't really do anything for the last 30 days leading up to the match. Which is pretty fucking crazy. Which means he was pretty fucking confident in his skills and his abilities, even at 41 years old or 40 years old, whatever he is now. And it took him a little while to get going. But as you can see, that once Conor started to fucking gas, like Conor threw 430 punches, hit him 111 times. That's a lot more than a lot of people thought. The punches didn't have any fucking sting on it. You can see Floyd fucking laughing at him. Especially as it got into the 5th, 6th, 7th round. Anything that Conor kind of hit with him, there was no sting. He was hitting him in the back of the head a lot. He didn't really know how to grab or clinch properly with the gloves on. And then he kind of hit him in the back of the head when he was trying to clinch and stuff, which I'm surprised the referee didn't dock a point because he did it fucking enough. I think they just kind of felt bad for him because he didn't know what to do. So Floyd dragged that fucking fight out. If anybody doesn't think Floyd dragged that fight out, they weren't fucking watching the fucking fight and they were too busy probably chatting it up and fucking drinking beer. But I was pretty into it. I was pretty fucking locked onto it. I had enough money riding on it. I had $340, $400 or so riding on the fight in various fucking parlays. Like I said, we were starting to parlay a bunch of games up as the week went on with Floyd just to drive that price down a little bit. I had a couple baseball ones. Didn't really pan out that day. Kind of wish I didn't go back and fucking, because I left and I forgot to fucking lay them down. And I went back and fucking laid them down. Sure enough, those 2 didn't fucking come through, and all the other ones throughout the week fucking did. We had to sweat out the Barcelona one. They only won 2-0. But they got the fucking job done. They just presented their €100 million man, Dembele. Now, he's worth 100 million euros, a hell of a lot more than Coutinho is, because this kid's only fucking 20 years old. He's got some fucking talent in those fucking boots. He's worth it. He's worth it. Coutinho, you know what? Coutinho's going to get you. That's a desperate fucking buy. And doesn't show fucking Liverpool supporters a lot of fucking stability if Liverpool says, alright, fuck it, see ya, get the fuck out of here. Now, they wanted a rumor to sign Thomas Lemar, which is going to be fucking crazy. But let me get back to the fucking fight. So, obviously, a lot of the talk was about the money. So Floyd, guaranteed $100 million. This is before all the pay-per-view stuff, etc., etc. Guaranteed $100 million purse. He's going to have a lot more add-ons. Probably, he got $250 for the Pacquiao fight. This was bigger, more watched than the Pacquiao fight. I'll get to that in a little bit. So he's going to get another $250 million or so, plus fucking payday. Obviously, he's got to pay some of his team and stuff like that. Conor's going to rack in about $100 million or so for the UFC. Obviously, Dana White's and the UFC are going to steal a little chunk of that. But all in all, Conor McGregor is going to walk away with probably like fucking around $60 million fucking dollars for his fucking troubles. And as I said, man, if you want me to get my fucking head punched in a little bit, it wasn't even Floyd in his prime. You know, if you want me to get my head punched in by some guy that fucking is not in his fucking prime, and you want to give me a fucking paycheck of $60 million fucking dollars, I say, where's the dotted line? Sign me the fuck up, Dredrick Tatum style. I'll be fucking Homer. I'll be Homer Simpson. I'll take most Shizlak in my fucking corner. You just sign me the fuck up, man. Ain't no fan man gonna be saving my ass, though. I'll be fucking going down. I was shocked that fucking Conor didn't drop. But he hit him with 6 uncontested shots. A lot of my friends that watch UFC a hell of a lot more than boxing were all pissed off at the ending. But I'm like, have you guys ever watched a boxing match before you watch this? Like, do you know how boxing matches usually fucking end? The referee usually walks in as the fucking boxer starts to get hit when he can't protect himself or their uncontested fucking shots. Especially if it's a flurry. And Floyd hit him with 6 uncontested fucking shots. Conor McGregor wasn't fighting back at that point. The referee stepped in right at the right time. He let it linger on just enough. Like I said, he could have been docking fucking Conor points to the shots to the back of the head. Thought he did an alright job. And I was just like, yeah, man, it's not like the UFC where you see a guy get his fucking head punched in when he's already fucking KO'd. Which is pretty fucking sad sometimes. I fucking hate that sometimes. The guy's already fucking knocked the fuck out as he's down. Sometimes those shots fucking wake him up and he shouldn't be fucking woken up. It should be fucking over with. But I was like, yeah, the boxing doesn't end like the UFC, boys and girls. It doesn't fucking end like that, man. Conor was done. He was toast. He had nothing. He hadn't done anything for fucking 5-6 fucking rounds. You know, you can give him the first 2 just because of the flurry and the barrage that he was trying to do. The round 3, a lot more 50-50. But Floyd's done. Done. 50-0. Surpasses Rocky Marciano. It's kind of sad, though. He fucking did it on that. But hey, it's official. It's fucking official, man. You can't take it fucking away from him, man. He's going to gross over $1 billion throughout his career. Smartest move was him buying himself out of that contract and starting his own fucking shit, man. He's fucking made so much fucking money, man. His kids are set up. His kids, grandkids are set. They're all fucking set up. Now it's going to be interesting to see what McGregor's next move is. He is going to go back to the UFC. He had to have some kind of pre-fucking fight agreement with Dana White in the UFC. It's going to be interesting to see what he fights for. He just racked in his fucking ultimate paycheck. Is he going to go back to the UFC and possibly get his head fucking pounded off the canvas, as McGregor would say, for like $5 million? I don't know. We'll see. The UFC right now, struggling to fucking promote its stars. A lot of people are pissed about the titles are basically fucking WWE titles and they're just like decoys, all these internship and this. John Jones getting fucking busted for steroids. Still waiting on the B sample, but like, fuck, man. No matter what happens, man, he's fucking tarnished, man. And if he gets a 4-year fucking ban, he's fucking finished. You know, even a 2-year ban, for fuck's sakes, man. The world passes you by, John Jones. The world passes you by. You wasted millions of dollars. This guy literally wasted fucking millions of dollars. But talking about wasting millions of dollars, as I was I was reading about the fight, stumbled on a pretty cool article about the pirating of the fucking, and the live streams of the fight. Record fucking setting. Supposedly 239 illegal live stream rebroadcasts were online. Now this is from Variety. Todd Spangler is a digital editor, so he's got some credibility. So he's saying that fucking Las Vegas yielded 239 illegal live stream rebroadcasts of the fucking fight, reaching a total of 2.93 million viewers world fucking wide. That's 2.393 million viewers that they fucking missed down on. Now they all wouldn't pay $100, but fuck, man, even if 40% of those people fucking paid $100, it's a lot of fucking money they missed down on. Now, they're saying the event's projected to gross over $1 billion, shatter all the fucking records on pay-per-view revenues, which is a lot of fucking money. That's why these guys, like, yeah, it's going to be like a $300 million payout for fucking Floyd's team, and Conor's going to get just north of $100 million, I bet you. It's fucking just absolutely fucking ridiculous. They said 445,000 internet users downloaded the fight right after it was concluded. 78,000 or so were in the US, 49,000 in the UK. I still download all my fucking movies and stuff, and I get the odd fucking email from Rogers and stuff. Welcome to Canada. You can go pirate stuff, and Rogers just sends out some fucking standard fucking email. Now they'll probably come like audit me or something like that, or fucking come after me. It's not I'm fucking laughing at them, but that's usually what they do. And I'm just doing it for fucking movies and stuff. I don't want to pay for your shit, fucking Rogers. I already give you enough fucking money. You should be glad I buy your data and everything. But very interesting, very interesting. That is a lot of money left on the fucking table that Floyd will be pissed about. Supposedly he went and tried to put down like $400,000 on the total in this fucking fight. And he wanted it under 9.5 rounds, which the fight just went under 9.5 rounds because he fucking knocked him out a minute into the 10th fucking round. So he just fucking squeaked in. Suppose he's only laid down 87,000. They didn't really know about the legality and they didn't want to get into some shady and funny stuff. Like, as a boxer, it's legal for you to fucking bet on yourself to win straight up. You can't bet on the other boxer. You can't do any fucking props, etc., etc. But it's totally illegal for you to bet on yourself. They weren't quite sure what to do with this. So I guess in the end, they found out that Mayweather's boy was only able to bet 87,000 on it. And they're pretty sure it was the under 9.5 rounds. Which, sure, funny enough, it just fucking went under. And he came out in that fucking 10th round like a fucking bat out of hell. He was determined to fucking end it in that 10th round. I had him in the 7th and 8th to finish it, which is kind of fucking bullshit. Just kind of fucking missed on that. But, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But, yeah, I was alright. You know, like, it wasn't the best of fucking fights because he had one guy in there that didn't really know what he's fucking doing. It was a sideshow. It was a circus. It lived up to the hype that way. Everybody who I was pumped up. I had fucking some cash bets down with my friends and stuff. And I was giving them 3 or 4-to-1 odds on McGregor. So that was some nice easy money. Just as I told the gas, I always see this little kid that works at one of the gas stations down by my parents. I always stop in. I just told him, man, put some money on Floyd. Easiest money you ever made. Easiest money you'll ever make. Wasn't the easiest, but it was never in doubt. It wasn't a threat. It wasn't a threat at all. But it's going to be interesting what the UFC does, especially with Fertitta starting up Zuma Boxing. So you know they're going to fucking try to pluck a couple of the players from the stable of the UFC. The UFC needs to get Conor back in that ring right away because they're talking about bringing back Brock Lesnar and shit like that. And Cyborg doesn't have an opponent. They're in a lot of trouble right now, the UFC, in my opinion. You know, I don't nearly watch it at all. Like, I don't watch it as much as I used to. I keep track of it. I'll watch the big fights. But it's on so fucking much. I don't know fucking 3/4 of the fucking fighters. I don't even know their background. I don't know nothing about them. That was the beauty of it when it first fucking came out. Is that you knew who these fucking fighters were, man. They kind of told you the story about them a little bit more, but they featured them in a lot of things. Kind of what they do to their big fucking stars, like Conor McGregor or Rousey. But to see John Jones get fucking busted is utter disappointment. That, to me, just says, like, fuck, man, who's not on the fucking juice? Like, this guy got busted. And it was a standard fucking drug test, too. It wasn't no surprise fucking drug test. It was an anabolic fucking steroid, too. And usually, I was listening to a guy on the radio, and he said usually people take this anabolic steroid for recovery from, like, weight loss, cutting weight. So usually you'll put it right near the end of your, you'll use it right near the end of your training camp. So very interesting. Daniel Cormier, the fucking intern champ, he's got his ass fucking kicked twice by this guy that now is probably going to be suspended. So how legit is that? You know, what kind of mood, what kind of mind frame is Daniel Cormier in, period, after fucking being concussed, having a fucking heartfelt, crazy fucking interview with Joe Rogan that obviously Rogan apologized for, putting him in that position. So what kind of a mind frame is he fucking in, man? You know, like, what kind of a mind frame are we supposed to be in when they don't give a fuck if Brock Lesnar takes fucking steroids? Just gonna fucking walk on them fucking right back? Who the fuck's Brock Lesnar gonna fight anyways? You know, what about Gustafsson? You know, let's get back to where the belt fucking means something and make these fighters go out and fucking earn the fucking belt. So, we'll see what the next move for Dana White is. Like, Dana White just sitting on a pile of cash. What does he care? A pile of fucking cash. He made a boatload of fucking money off the sale of the UFC. Still making a fucking boatload of money working for the UFC. What does he care right now, man? He's come from fucking nothing to be something. A lot like Conor McGregor, but on the fucking business side. We're hearing fucking Conor McGregor might get a piece of the ownership of the UFC. Just like the Canadian pension plan. They'll be sitting around the same fucking board of directors table. Canadian pension plan, Conor McGregor, the fucking agency, bunch of celebrities. It's like, holy fuck, man, this really is turning into a 3-ring circus, fucking trying to be WWE style, the UFC. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you. Guy, you know, Pride was the first stuff I fucking got into and stuff, and then the UFC and etc., etc. But I don't know, I just can't get into it as much as I used to, the UFC, to be quite honest with you. And it'll be a long time. Well, we got Canelo and Golovkin. It's going to be a hell of a boxing fight. You want to see a real boxing match? Go watch that. Go live stream that. Go pirate that. Go pay. Bet you it's like $49.99. Half the fucking price of this fucking fight. Go pay that fucking money. Go buy some ringside seats for that. It was funny seeing all the prices drop for the fucking big fight, though, eh? Yeah. They got fucking smacked back by the public on that one. They thought everybody would be willing to spend like fucking $5,000 for fucking seats here and there. It was fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous the amount of money they fucking wanted for it. It was embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. So I'm glad they took a little bit of a wash on the ticket sales. They probably had to give a bunch of tickets away for free, which is nice. But I'm going to have a couple podcasts out later. We got fucking... If you didn't think the Hamilton Tiger Cats could get more disappointing and embarrassing, well, they just got more disappointing and fucking embarrassing, man. Just fucking makes me shake my head sometimes. The fucking, like... I'd love to be a fly on the wall in some of these meetings. I'd love to be that guy who's like, maybe this is a bad idea. And I got another fucking rage about the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs. It's not even the Leafs' fault. It's the fucking dumbass media that covers the Leafs that can't fucking put their biases aside. Or can't even just... It's just stupidity. Just fucking stupidity. So I'll have those two in my next fucking podcast. But it's pretty nice to pad the account. Pretty nice to withdraw that stuff. Especially with the landlord going to have her handout here in the upcoming days. So it's nice to get that stuff into the fucking bank account. And I don't think we'll have anything... You know, we got the U.S. Open, so we'll have some big favorites and stuff like that. But still, I don't think we'll find easy money like that. There's a lock. There's a key to every lock. But that was some fucking easy money. Not quite Dredrick Tatum fucking style, but pretty fucking close. So remember, you can find my work on Twitter at KJohnstonMic'd You can find my work on my website, KyleJohnstonMic'd.wordpress.com. Remember, if you're not putting money down on the table, you're not winning.
Now that everything's done